I'm over at Rod's place this morning, and we're looking here at a parcel of rough sapphire that Rod's just acquired. And if you look closely at these stones, you'll see that they're the crystal shape of the sapphire. The sort of hexagonal shape, and of course all the different colours of what we get here in Central Queensland. So this is a pretty large parcel here of these this particular size of hexagonal shaped crystals of sapphire. So I'm going to get Rod to talk a little bit about this stone, because it's pretty interesting, its story, but also the potential for where we want to go with this gem material. So we're here at the desk looking at this hexagonal crystal structured Central Queensland sapphire, and I've got Rod here across the table playing with a few pieces over there. And so Rod, tell us what you're doing here. And you've got a bunch of stuff in front of you. What's happening over here?
Ian, the fascinating thing about this is that one of the miners I worked beside 40, 50 years ago, with their production, his wife picked out every little piece of crystal shaped material over all their years of production. And this is the end result.
Well, she was busy, mate.
Well, she was busy because he was doing all the mining and all the rest of it and getting the commercial stuff. She just picked out all these little crystals. Now, locally we call them dog teeth, because that's largely what they look like.
Dog teeth, yeah.
Little dog teeth, okay. So I recently acquired this whole parcel of this material.
Right. So Rod, you were saying that these crystals came from one of our mining partners, and historically goes back some way with an accumulation of this stone, and that his wife collected these pieces over that time, eh?
Exactly, that's it, Ian. Just thousands of carats of these tiny crystals. Now, fascinating things about these is we all know that sapphire has a main colour down the length of the crystal, and then a cross table colour. It might be blue, green, all the various combinations of colour depending on. So with one of these little crystals, that's your main table down that way. There's your cross table, is on the other direction.
Right.
Now, fascinating, when I went to Thailand recently, I took a small sample of these over to my cutters over there and said, please cut them on the cross table. Oh, cannot, oh, they will be no good, cannot. I told him, please cut them on the cross table.
Right.
He very reluctantly did so. And then, before I came back, I actually picked up the little sample parcel.
Yeah, Rod, so the interesting reception to the cutting process that you had from our cutting partner.
Oh, absolutely, because with your cutting, most people cut on the table because that's where your blue is going to be. But I've always been happy to cut on a cross table. So I had to convince Supercorn to cut it on the cross table for me. So what I'm going to do is grade out of this material, because some of the crystals there are very long, thin pieces, various colours. So these I'll have cut into the little long tapered kites that we do, and a few little long tapered free forms, etc., etc. The little kites, long thin kites, free forms, marquees, possibly out of some of them.
Yeah,
sure. And now the little stubby ones, like I've picked out over this side, they will be cut into calibrated ovals, teardrops, probably little baguettes and emerald cuts. Right, you can see there's a nice little teardrop. It's self-determined. It's a little teardrop.
Gotcha.
Little teardrops. Right.
So Rod, by looking at the rough material, you can pretty much determine what you're going to cut out of it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely. And because these, they're going to be particularly through more the yellow party colour type. Some of these will be green. You can select fairly accurately what they're going to come out like before you process for the cutting.
Okay. Alright. So we got the result here, Rodney.
It was funny, Ian, because the cutter, about 2 days before I went to pick up this material, he rang me up and said, "Rod, cannot believe how good it is." And there it is, just beautiful, beautiful, calibrated teardrops, teardrops, little emerald cuts, baguettes, ovals, all the shapes, all calibrated, beautiful stones that came out of that material. And Supercorn has been cutting for 30 years or more. He said it's the first time he's ever cut a parcel on the cross table.
Oh my goodness.
Just beautiful, beautiful stones.
Yeah, they're really clean, Rod. They're great colour.
Clean, lovely stone. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that looks great, Rod, and I'm looking forward to putting those into our website, onto the market, and of course taking them over to Tucson coming up. Well, thanks, Rod.